Ryan Reynolds here for, I guess, my 100th Mint commercial. No, don't. No. I mean, honestly, when I started this, I thought I only have to do like 4 of these. I mean, it's unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month. How are there still people paying 2 or 3 times that much? I'm sorry, I shouldn't be victim blaming here. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/save. Whenever you're ready.
$45 upfront payment equivalent to $15 per month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Taxes and fees extra. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes. See details.
This episode is brought to you by Atlassian. Atlassian makes the team collaboration software that powers enterprise businesses around the world, including over 80% of the Fortune 500. With Atlassian's AI-powered software like Jira, Confluence, and Loom, you'll have more time to do the work that matters. In fact, Atlassian customers experience a 25% reduction in project duration per year. Unleash the potential of your team at Atlassian.com. Atlassian.
This is Optimal Living Daily on Chasing Rainbows, Dreams versus Fantasies by Helene Massicotte of freetopursue.com. And I'm Justin Malik, reading to you every day, covering happiness, productivity, self-help, minimalism, and more. Today's post coming from Helene Massicotte. So with that, let's get right to it and start optimizing your life. On Chasing Rainbows, Dreams versus Fantasies by Helene Massicotte of freetopursue.com. I've met a number of rainbow chasers over the last number of weeks. I'm sure you have too. They're all around us. Their head is in the sand, in the clouds. It's anywhere other than where it matters most. I know the type. I used to be one. I used to chase rainbows, those fantasies we're all taught to chase. But fantasies aren't our dreams. They're ideas we know deep down aren't real, but we kid ourselves into thinking they'll solve our problems forever. Conversely, dreams are desired future states that are plausible. In what you can picture, you're still you, only better and more fulfilled. It's not perfect, but it's the good life you aspire to. It's a potential future state of what's real. Here's a short list to help illustrate the contrast. Dream, a future state that's more in line with who we are and what we care about. We see ourselves achieve a goal that will make us see ourselves differently. We want the personal satisfaction that will come with achieving this dream. Our dream focuses on what we care about most, the feeling of being complete, purposeful. It's intrinsically driven. It's more about what we create than what we acquire. It's a state that's true to ourselves. We focus on a potential future reality. And fantasy, a future state that is perfect. Nothing is messy or out of place. We lust after what we can picture. It's surreal. It's our life superhero style. We want to achieve it because of how others will perceive us. The fantasy often focuses on aesthetics, the unreal, the empty pursuits. Our fantasies are extrinsically driven. It's more about what we could capture or acquire than what we feel we can create. We chase fiction. We know the difference. From a young age, we know the difference between make-believe and the real world. We use our imagination to entertain ourselves and to play with others. Fantasy is a fun form of escape. We get to be and do whatever our imagination can conjure up, knowing that we'll get back to more practical everyday matters once the fun is over. Fantasy is, well, fantastic as an escape from the everyday. We also start to dream about our lives at a young age too. We think about what we want to be when we grow up. We dream of being an athlete, a firefighter, a ballerina, a painter, a builder, a parent. The list is as varied as what we experience as children. Dreams tend to be an extension of ourselves and of what we think could be possible in our lives. Right or wrong, dreams have boundaries. Fantasies don't. But despite the built-in limitations, dreams are realizable, even big ones. Fantasies can only be chased. They'll never materialize. Fantasies are about shortcuts to nowhere. Dreams are just as much about the journey as they are about the destination. We easily forget the difference. In today's world, we can easily forget the difference between the two. As TLC's 1994 song titled Waterfall suggests, We live in a time where we can become convinced that what we have in life and the dreams we aspire to aren't enough. We start to believe that we have to chase some fictitious version of ourselves, perfect looks, perfect stuff, perfect partner and kids, perfect lifestyle, perfect everything. Advertisers play a big part in blurring the lines between our dreams and our fantasies. They relabel fantasies as dreams. They convince us that we'll achieve nirvana by buying their product or service. When we capture the rainbow by buying what they're selling, we don't get what we thought we'd get, a happier version of ourselves. So what do? We chase the next big promise, the next rainbow. This cycle fits the definition of insanity to a T. Advertisers need to play that shell game with us because a lot of what's involved in actually achieving our dreams don't involve their products. Our dreams are more real than any fantasy they can peddle. We get to have a taste of a dream every time we move towards it with some action, some step that gets us just a little bit closer. Best of all, we get to feel the satisfaction of working towards it because fulfilling a dream is just as much about the journey, the work it takes to get there, as it is the finish line. Working on our dreams feels good. It feels real. It feels like joyful. It feels like we're working on a better, truer version of ourselves. And fulfilling a dream makes us believe we can keep dreaming and achieving them one by one. Dreams are the true stuff of life because you can't live your fantasies, but you can and should live your dreams. You just listened to the post titled On Chasing Rainbows, Dreams versus Fantasies by Helene Massicotte of freetopursue.com, and I'll be right back with my commentary. Good taste is easy to spot, but hard to pin down. You know it when you see it. With your car, you want something sophisticated and daring, yet classic, approachable, but with an air of opulence. That's where the Range Rover Evoque comes in. The Range Rover Evoque is charisma in motion, art and craft in equal measure. Its exterior is a quietly bold expression of Range Rover DNA with a floating roof, continuous waistline, and three-dimensional grille that give it a captivating character. Inside, you'll find a calm, minimalist cabin anchored by a tactile gear shifter where clean lines, sumptuous materials, and advanced technology come together. Make a statement in the Range Rover Evoque. This elegant SUV elevates every drive, offering a new dimension of refinement and luxury. Whether you prefer a modern aesthetic or a warmer, authentic appearance, the Evoque's interior can be tailored to your taste. Ready to experience sophisticated design and premium materials in motion? Explore the Range Rover Evoque at LandRoverUSA.com.
My dad works in B2B marketing. He came by my school for career day and said he was a big ROAS man. Then he told everyone how much he loved calculating his return on ad spend. My friends still laugh at me to this day.
Not everyone gets B2B, but with LinkedIn, you'll be able to reach people who do. Get a $100 credit on your next ad campaign. Go to linkedin.com/results to claim your credit. That's linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply. LinkedIn, the place to be, to be.
Thank you to Helene. She made a great point that we actually do know the difference between fantasy and real life. We always have. Yet we can trick ourselves into thinking that they're the same or equivalent. It's funny how that works. But she had a great quote in there that I think sums it up and I'll leave you with for this episode. Fantasies are about shortcuts to nowhere. Dreams are just as much about the journey as they are about the destination. So keep that in mind this week. Thank you for listening and being here. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow where your optimal life awaits.